Yes, welcome to
United in Faith. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to United in Faith. We are back with another video.
The conversation is coming from the book of Ecclesiastes. Here it is. It's coming from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, verses 10 to 11.
What does happiness mean for you?
Same as always, we just gonna be asking questions and you're gonna be hearing our opinions.
As always, and like, comment, subscribe.
Question is, can money buy happiness? Can money buy happiness?
I'm gonna say yes or no. Yes and no. Sorry.
Okay.
I say yes because anytime any of us get money, we are happy. It don't make us sad. But to depend on money for happiness, no. So that's why I say yes and no. It just depends where you put money in your life. Like, do you idolize it? Then you will not be happy. It can't make you happy. But if somebody was to give you like $10 million, you're gonna be jumping, happy, screaming. So it just depends. That's why I say yes and no.
So you believe it? Like, if somebody like money, when you have money, you have real happiness, true happiness. Is that what you're saying?
Like, if you depend on it, no. Like, if you're dependent on it, like, oh, I have money, I don't need nothing else. No, because you need the God, you need Jesus. That's gonna make you happy. But just to be like, oh, I'm money, I'm good. Because we see famous people that have so much money all the time kill themselves. So obviously, money cannot just be your only source of happiness or make you happy. So.
Yeah. So my opinion is that no, money cannot buy happiness. Because think about it. The moment you get something, you just hype for this like minute or hour or whatever, and then you over it. It's like it never even happened.
You got a good point. Yeah.
It's like it never even happened.
That's true.
So it's like, is that real happiness? No.
That's true. You're right.
we need money though. We need money to sustain ourselves on this earth.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just routine.
That's true.
That is just routine. That is not happiness.
That's
so
true.
For me, money cannot buy happiness, but money can make you comfortable. Make you comfortable and do what you need to do. But after everything is done, you just bored by yourself. What's the happiness?
That is true.
So no, for me, money cannot buy happiness because the moment it comes in your possession, it loses its value. You're not even that happy for it anymore. So yeah.
A word. I like that.
She said a word.
I like that.
What happiness means to you? Like, what truly is happiness? How would you define happiness for you?
So happiness for me, I guess, would be like all of my issues being resolved. So that's like true happiness for me. I don't know, because it's like so many things that can just make me happy or bring me happiness. I guess like true happiness is found within God, I believe. Because even if I'm going through so much turmoil and so many things in my life, once I start praying and worshiping God, I really get happy. Like, I'll be happy. So I feel like true happiness is found within that relationship with God. So that's what I feel like happiness is. What's your definition?
My definition of happiness is a list. It's 4 things for me. It's like 4 things for me that like brings me true happiness.
Okay.
Obviously, number 1 is having identity in Christ, knowing God and depending and sustaining myself in the Word. And the second, a loving husband.
Oh yeah.
Real love, unconditional love, children.
Oh yeah.
Children. And then the 4th thing I would say is having genuine friend. That's a plus. Like, it's so hard to find a genuine friend.
It is.
So those are the 4 things: having identity in Christ, a loving husband, real love, unconditional love, children, caring, healthy children, and then the 4th thing, a genuine friend. So have a genuine friendship. Okay. And for me, that's complete happiness for me. Like, I am the whole world. You can have the world.
I know, right?
You can have it.
Alright, so the next question is, can you still worship God even though your breakthrough is delayed? So I'll let you answer that first.
Yes, because that shows like True love. Because think about it. Do you only want someone to come to you when they need something?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you want to be around, or you want that person to be around you throughout all seasons? Like celebrate, go through every season and trials and tribulations with you. It's not just condition or temporary. So it's hard. Truthfully, it's hard. It really is hard. So everybody see you going to church, you praying, you doing everything in your power, and you keep praying and praying and praying and praying, and yet it's just not your time. So can you still worship God? I'll say yes, cause I am a living faith. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm every day. I get up, I come, I smile, I do what I have to do, and I keep praying. But at the end of the day, hey, I just leave it in the hands of God. But yes, it's possible, but it depends on the person because it takes true strength, faithfulness, commitments, and like you have to be a real believer because to be honest with you, if you're not, you give up.
Oh yeah.
So many times I thought about giving up. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not the only one. Like even me, I just had like this whole like I swear for these past 2 months has been really like walking through the valley of the shadow of death. That's really what's been happening these 2 months. But like and everything was just going wrong. So and through all that time, I still had to push myself to worship God because they said, like in the Bible, it says, worship Him through all things. You don't know why you're going through this. Because I feel like tribulations and struggles make you stronger. And it does push you closer to God. Mm-hmm. Even though it's sad to say, we should always be close to God. But as a true believer, when you're going through stuff, it's hard to do it. But you're going to be like, all right, I need to seek God for answers while I'm going through what I'm going through. What prayer points I need to hit. What God needs to reveal to me. I need God to speak to me. So it pushes us more and more closer to God. If you going through delays and you don't worship God or you don't seek for God, you're just going to keep going through it. Because you're like...
And even get worse.
Yeah, it's going to get worse because you're not doing anything. And it's like you're not asking for help. How can someone help you if you don't ask? It's the same way God works. If you don't ask Him, if you don't seek and cry for Him, He goes up there like, well, you didn't ask for help, so you must like to be delayed. So you need to be, with God even through your struggle moments because there's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel, always, no matter what.
But it is hard.
It is hard.
Like she said, it builds up your character.
Yes, it be times where
your character.
Be in the bed crying. I'm like, God, why? What are you doing?
Crying the river. Like, it's like I'm swimming in my tears.
Yes. And then you start to get that headache when you cry and make it worse. And it's just so much. But yes, I feel like you need to still worship God. That's the time you need to worship God is when your breakthrough is delayed. So
because if you go outside of God to get whatever it is that you want, it's pointless. It's only temporary.
Yeah.
So you're going to be like starting from scratch.
Yeah. And then you got to start all over again.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Have faith. Be patient.
Yep.
So yep. Is rich or poor people who worship God the most? And in that worship, which one is genuine? Which one is the rich or the poor worship is more genuine?
Well, if you think about it, that question actually reminds me of that story in the Bible about Lazarus and the poor man, right? So as you can see, who went to heaven, who went to hell? So that right there answers the question. Obviously, poor people, they worship God more than rich people because when you're rich, you feel like you got everything that you can ask for. Like, you don't feel like you need God. You don't feel like you need to cry or like you don't feel like you need to submit to anything because you're like, I have money. Like, who are you? I don't need to ask God. Like, or rich people sometimes they feel like, oh, God loves me. I must be God's favorite because of the position in my life. But not knowing that the devil can also bring blessings. So that's one thing. I'm not saying all rich people are like demonic and worship the devil, no, but I feel like there's more people who are poor that look to God because honestly they don't have it, they don't have anything, so they know that they need to trust in the Lord. They know they having that faith like we said the last time. So I feel like poor people worship God more than rich people. So
I second that. Poor people do worship God genuinely because obviously they're submissive. They faithful because they know like their source of living comes from God. Mm-hmm. Rich people on the other hand, they don't even have the time.
Exactly.
And when they do get the time, it's just like one sentence. Mm-hmm. But hey, maybe their heart and their conscience, you never know. Only God knows their heart.
Yeah.
But from just the physical, comparing the two, poor people worship God more genuinely than rich people.
That's true. What is your opinion on money is the root to all evil? Do you believe it to be true or false? I'll let you answer.
Yes, I think it's true because more money, more problems. More money, more problems because people know you the most when you have what they need. They come around you. You are so called validated by others when you have what is perceived to be wealthy and no real love. And at least I can say, I don't know, sometimes there might be real love, but most people really do come around because they need something.
That's true.
And the friendship is only based off a condition. Because like so many times I see people where they have everything, all the money, and the people was around them doing for them like but now that they need help, where are those people?
That's
Nowhere
true.
to be found. At least some of them. So money is the root. I think so. Money is the root of all evil because and it depends too your character because when you have money, it really brings out your true self, who you really are. It shows through what you have. So
it's true. I do believe it's the root of all evil, but I don't believe money is evil. But I feel like it definitely is the root of evil. Yes, it is, because just like you were saying, like it can show your true character, and it will also be the time where others are also going to be around you, which is not around you because of just being around you because they like you. They're around you because they know you have money, and if they need it one time, they're going to be like, hey bro, hey sis, hey auntie, whatever, can you spare me money for this, that, and that. But like if it was like you didn't have any money, would those people still be around you or not even asking favors, but just being around you just because of the type of person that you are? Sure. So definitely I agree with your statement. Money is the root of all evil because it brings out another side in you, and also it brings more fake people around you too.
And just to be clear, money is not evil.
Yes.
It just
the root of evil. Yes, it is. Yes, that's true.
Let's just be clear. Money is not evil.
Yeah.
What does it accomplish achieving all the pleasures of this world, like society, all the norms of society?
Nothing. You go like, and everything. All your questions is funny relate to Bible verses. I forgot the verse, but what does it mean if you gain the whole world and lose your soul? Yeah, that one. Thank you. Now. Yes, so that's basically the same thing. Like, honestly, everything is temporary here, and we know that, right? Like, obviously, who was it? People from way back then, 500 years will still be alive. So they're dead and gone wherever they went. But obviously, we know that this world is not temporary. So it's really like changing your perspective, changing your mindset. Like, okay, I know I'm not going to be here for a long time. So let me get right with God. Let me do what God wants me to do. Let me not be in the world. Because, we all been in the world. We're not perfect. So that's why Jesus came down here and sacrificed himself for us. So we need to, because of that sacrifice, we need to sit there like, okay, God did this for us. Let's not live in the world. Let's try not to live in the world. Let's try to do things, the way the Lord will want us to do. So we need to start thinking about actually our future, being with God in the afterlife. Like, we need to think about that because that's really what matters. Because this life passes away. Where are we going? Everybody goes somewhere after. So you make that decision now. Here, you go to heaven or you go to hell. Either way. So definitely it's not worth it being in the things of like the world. So
so I second that. My opinion is that truth be told, like, we were born into this world. We met everything here. We met it as it is.
Yep.
So yes, we have to achieve for our own personal growth and to sustain ourselves on earth. But is that really pleasure? No, we just need to sustain ourselves to live, to go about. So for me, my motto is, I like to say, the world gonna experience me. I'm not gonna experience the world. Yes, the world will experience me. I'm not because at the end of the day, so much evil. You imagine going by society. It changes like every month or every year. Something come about, like something. So like just imagine living your life off of this next pleasure. That What is that?
That's why so much
You-
all these mental issues.
Yes. So you just have to be content, and you have to have morals and standards,
Yep.
and just understand like these are just temporary. Yes, when you have it, but it's not all to it.
Yeah.
Do you feel fulfilled after you achieve all the pleasures of this world? Do you feel like fulfilled, like you have made it, you have arrived? You have arrived to your destination.
Temporarily, but after a while, no. Like in the moment, once you complete and you do it, and let's say you get to all your goals and everything, and it's just like, okay, now what? Like that's how I feel. After you get there, now what? Because we always gonna want something more, and what that more is Jesus Christ. That's the only thing that can fulfill us fully. Yeah, we have all these other temporary pleasures. We get all these goals, like we want to go to school, graduate, all these things. Like we want to make money, we want to, all these things. But after you do it, and then what? Like what's next?
What's next?
So that's a important thing to think about. So what do you?
So after you achieve everything, do you feel fulfilled? I mean, as a personal goal, yeah.
Okay.
To be like, oh yeah, you proud of yourself, like you happy, like you proud of yourself, but it's not anything where it's like, oh, I have arrived,
Yeah.
or I'm better than everybody, and you just belittling everybody else, and having this feeling of yourself like you're superior overall. So it's like fulfillment will come in like an internal, because it's a good feeling to work hard for something and you see the results.
Yeah, it is.
You see the result. It's a great feeling. Like
right.
it says in the Bible, prayer without work is dead.
That's true.
So like you put it in the work, and you actually finally receive it. Oh, it's fulfilling. Like it's happiness. Like 'cause you understand. Like, yes, I work for this.
Yeah.
I work for this. I pray for this.
That's true.
So like you feel good. It motivates you. It motivates you. But not to feel superior over others. No, not that type of fulfillment. And it's an inner fulfillment where you feel proud of your work, proud of yourself, and you just thankful to God for blessing you with strength and everything else. Do you believe that in some way, like, we admire like each other achievements, or are you like secretly jealous of that person or that achievement? Because sometimes don't even be the person, it just be what they have. Or are you secretly jealous of that person or what they have, knowingly or unknowingly? Like, what do you think?
I think people can be jealous. Definitely experienced that a lot. And then it's funny because you won't even like, you'll be like, why is the person jealous of me? I don't have any, like, I'm not even where I want to be. So why is this person jealous? So I do feel like, yes, it can. Like, in my standpoint, when I see my friends like successful and everything and they reach their goals, I'm honestly happy. I'm not jealous because I know that God also has something for me. Like, I know my time is not, we all in a different, time. Everything happens. Everybody has their own goals. So I feel like I wouldn't be jealous, but other people are jealous and they want what you have, but they don't know, like, inside looking in, what you had to go through, the struggles, the pain, the tears. They don't know. They just see the outcome and they're like, oh, I want it. Well, are you willing to go through the same things I went through? No, you're not. Like, even also, I know I'm getting off subject, but with relationships, don't ever idolize nobody's relationship. Like, because that's accomplishment to some people. Like, oh, that relationship goals. I had to learn how to stop doing that, because every time I had a relationship goal, it will always come out that the man was abusing the woman or something, or somebody cheated on this and them. So every relationship I used to idolize, every time I turn around, it was not pretty on the inside. So I feel like nobody should be jealous of anybody's accomplishments, because you don't know inside. You don't know what's going on the inside. You don't know what that person been through to get to where they are. So I don't feel like nobody should be jealous.
True.
How you feel about that?
I second that. I second what she said. Because truthfully, like, I don't know, some people, nowadays people are weird. Because why are you even jealous of your friends?
That's
like,
weird, yeah.
You win, I win. Like, if I win, you win.
Exactly. That's
because it makes you
us.
look good.
Yeah.
It makes you look good. Like, oh, that's my friend. And I'm her friend. Like,
right.
we like-minded. So, obviously, our work ethic, our goal is gonna be similar.
Exactly.
Because you only friends, at least for me, I'm only friends with people who lifestyle at least close to mine, mindset at least close to mine. So it's
That's
like
important
you,
because
we are on the same path. Like we
Yeah.
we striving to achieve what it is that we want, like our desires. So jealous, absolutely not. Like I don't get it. But hey,
And just the
some people
second that
do.
it's important to not be friends with people who, not to sound like ignorant, but it's important to be friends with people who are on your level. It's not like to sound cocky or stuff like that, but
No.
if you're with, like, let's say you're at a certain level in your life where God has blessed you and you're friends with somebody who is like not there yet, they're gonna be jealous. So it's very
And they
important.
can't even help it. Yeah, so
They can't help it.
because they're not satisfied with their life.
Exactly.
So you're
And that's
right.
where jealousy come from. Same thing happened to me, like with a friend like that. I'll be friends with people like that just to help them, just to guide them. Like I'll be like, I try to guide them, do what I did. Like I cry to God, I pray to God, I try to take them to church, stuff like that. They don't appreciate it because they're not on that level, so it's not their fault. So you really can't be friends with people who are not on the same level as you. Like that's just
And another thing, you can't want for someone more than they want for themselves.
that's true.
Like you want this for them, but is that something they want for themselves?
That's true.
So that's the part too. Like, and like you said, let the person, you and them have the same mindset, because if their self-esteem, their mindset is not on that level, it's going to happen. Like, and they can't even help themselves. They're gonna be jealous.
And you can't
They're
even
gonna
blame
fight
nobody.
against you.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
you
devil's
blame
a
you.
lie. Blame yourself. Oh, the devil. No, it's you. You picked your
Yeah,
friend. You
pick
picked
your
that person.
friend.
Okay.
Yes. I
Yes.
second that. Yep.